Welcome back to Mind Vibes, the gym for your personal growth. We are proud of you that you're trying to become the best version of yourself by watching our videos. With us, you will be more motivated, more proud of yourself, and you will be hungrier to achieve your goals. Stay with us and let's start with the video of today. Mind Vibes. Conscious mind and unconscious mind are in continuous dialogue with each other. There is a border that we all cross every day, and we mostly go through it without becoming aware of what is happening. In the evening when we fall asleep, and in the morning when we wake up, we cross a threshold that separates two worlds. But who tells you that you are sleeping when you pass out? If reality is nothing more than the interpretation that the brain makes of the electrical impulses it receives from the five senses, when we sleep, what happens? Before continuing the video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to support us and smash that like button. The life that happens before you is nothing but the perfect reconstruction of the vibrations offered by the soul. The emotional experience, the vibrational offering, shapes the matrix, sends signals to request a specific reality. Soul asks, God answers. This perspective has changed the lives of many people, especially after finding confirmation from science. The reality you live is the reflection of your thoughts, your emotions. What you define as real is an illusion. Okay, so far, we are. But once we understand this, what are we left to do? Agreed that everything is an illusion, but how do I create the illusion as I please? Well, what about starting to be thankful for the opportunity you have been given, a chance called life? I'm not sure you will get a gift like that again. And you? If you want something, you don't have it, to have it, you have to be grateful, right? The vibrational offer of gratitude is able to attract well-being. This is an incontrovertible and immediately verifiable truth. When you feel gratitude, you instantly catapult yourself into your best emotional state. Worries melt away, grudges fade away, joy takes over and fills the void that was created. Being grateful unites us to the whole, making us deserving of what we need. When you change the way you see things you see change. Being grateful allows us to immediately get in touch with our unconscious mind, which is susceptible to anything that evokes an emotion within us. And the emotion of gratitude is one of the most intense that we can experience, simply by focusing on the present moment and on all that life has given us so far. The unconscious mind guides your life, and everything you rationally think you're doing has actually been silently suggested to you by that part of you that doesn't seem to be there. That part of you that listens to everything and responds to everything. The automatic emotional responses that often emerge in us in certain situations are information recorded at an unconscious level. When the unconscious mind realizes that it's experiencing a situation it already knows, it offers you the emotional/rational response it previously deemed most suitable for that moment. Let me explain. Do you know how your browser works to access the internet? While browsing the web, the browser records data, preferences, so that when you go back to surfing, it will be easier for it to guarantee you the most suitable solutions for the type of search you usually carry out. Here, the unconscious mind works the same way. It records and repurposes the most suitable solutions for you, and does all this to safeguard you and guarantee you the best possible experience. But often, this information is wrong, harmful, obsolete, and no longer suited to the moments we are living. What do you say? Maybe it's worth updating the system every now and then, or not. Or if you prefer, if you like psychoquantum, maybe it's time to change your model and recondition your thinking. If 20 years ago you were embarrassed in front of the girl you liked, now it wouldn't make sense to feel that embarrassment again. But the unconscious, having received no other information about it during the elapsed time, will almost certainly offer you the same logical/emotional product if you ever met her again. It is possible to diffuse this automatism by self-suggesting yourself with new thoughts or emotions about the event, obviously before you happen to meet her again. Day and night, sun and moon, conscious and unconscious. The unconscious mind is always attentive, susceptible to everything that happens, continuously registers your life experiences, and registers it with greater intensity when what you live or think is surrounded by emotions. The stronger the emotion you feel, the more important and prioritized the information it will record will be for your unconscious mind. But going back to what was said at the beginning, there are 2 points in time when we cross the threshold of the two worlds that belong to us: when we wake up and when we fall asleep. In these two moments, our life experience and our perception of reality changes. We leave one world to enter another. These two worlds have been chasing each other since we were born, and since we were born, we have been going in and out of them. You thought you only had one life, right? And instead, you have two. And if during the day, the rational mind allows us to move in the physical reality that presents itself to us, during the night, during the deep sleep phase, it is the unconscious mind that takes the reins of our dream life. The rational mind is silent and observes the show that the unconscious has to offer. The same thing happens when we meditate, or when we allow ourselves the luxury of living without logical or rational interference. That is, when we contemplate the spectacle of life in the absence of judgment, or when we allow ourselves the pleasure of flowing with what we are experiencing. But it is only a few moments before crossing the threshold of the two worlds that magic can happen. Miracles are literally sown here. Have you ever fallen asleep with the thought of something to solve, and the next day you found the solution in your head, as if it had appeared out of nowhere like a bolt from the blue? Your every request is an order that is always accepted and fulfilled. You can call it God, unconscious, soul, power of the mind. Call it what you like, but this characteristic distinguishes you from the other animals of this planet. You are in the act of creating yourself in every moment, and those 5 minutes before sleep are of fundamental importance for shaping the reality you want to experience. The last 5 minutes of the day. I am the beginning of your new world. Paying attention to those last moments before sleep can really improve your life. The day is drawing to a close, and the rational mind is inviting the subconscious to take full control of all your faculties. During this moment of transition, we can consciously suggest to the unconscious mind what it needs to work on, what aspects of our life we need help with. Most people, unaware of their power, devote these last 5 minutes of the day to recounting the past hours. Or, worse still, they highlight to themselves all those negative aspects of what happened during the day, ruminate on the possible offenses suffered, generate resentment, recall, and relive fears and worries about what was and what could happen. They are literally telling their unconscious to handle all these worries without using the opportunity to work on what they would like to see manifest in their life. It's like owning a castle with 100 rooms and persisting in living in the stable. It's like being a millionaire and still buying things we don't need. How do we hope that within us, there is the strength to achieve what we want if we never think about it? Our subconscious needs to get in touch with what we want, not what we don't want. If you keep thinking about what you don't want before you sleep, you will find yourself having what you don't want. It's a snake biting its own tail. So try to reverse this mental modus operandi. Try to pay attention to everything you want to accomplish in life. Identify yourself with tomorrow who made it. What will you try? Who will you be? Who besides you will rejoice in your success? Enjoy now the benefits that the realization of your dream will bring you. The unconscious does not care what is real and what is not. He works to offer you the best solution useful for completing the project you are letting him see, just as if he were your employee. Tell him what he has to do, and he will do it precisely. The product of your unconscious mind will be of the same nature as what you feed it. Make her work on worries, and worries you will get. Make her work on your desires, and you will magically find the necessary tools and the right intuitions to make them manifest. Choose to be the solution, not the problem. This life offers us infinite possibilities. We have no limits. We just have to choose. Use your imagination to attract what you want, not what you don't want. In those last 5 minutes of the day, emotionally transformed into the person who has managed to achieve their goal and not into the person trapped in their presence. Remember, you are who you create. You may need to train yourself in this, especially if you've never done it. You will probably have to change your habits. You will have to abandon your smartphone, turn off the television, and dedicate yourself exclusively to imagining the life you want to achieve. Where you place your attention, there your energy flows. Where you pay attention before sleeping, the world you are choosing to manifest begins there. Don't suffer your future, create it. Let me know in the comments if you like this video and if you'll start using this technique. That's all for today. Thanks for watching the video, and see you next time.